Richard, at 73 years old and not a very big guy, you did a great job in camp, but these opening swings show a lack of a really great hip rotation and drive. And then the hand path, the knob starts out down, it loops down and it comes way up, and you almost roll the bat head into the ball. There's not a great lag and snap. You don't extend and drive the top arm past the bottom arm, and even the extension of the lead arm is not great. Again, look at the hands come down, back up again, you just try to wrist it. Watch, knob comes down, comes back up again, and you just try to wrist it with a little bit of an undersnap at the end. Watch Robo here. Drives the hands, the top arm extends, drives through, but the lead arm also extends strong too. You're taking the hands at the part of the plane of the ball you want to attack, and look how strong that follows through. Just a great swing by a great hitter. Here's Brian Wegman. Same thing, he gets a lower pitch. The hand path has to go down towards the ball if their hands are up high. The hand path is going towards the ball, and then the bat catches up and it actually snaps from level to slightly up. We worked on connection here, getting a longer stride and trying to get you to get a better hip drive, a hip rotation open. Front leg's a little buckled, but better weight transfer, better hip rotation drive, and on the rotational trainer, good job as well. Tried to get you to create some lag and try to get some extension there. Here you almost turn and you don't lag very good. Wasn't very good on that, but doing the perfect snap, the fundamental is pretty good. You drove the hands forward with extension, the top hand extended past the bottom, took that bat on a straight plane. The lag snaps on the rope here, look at here. Now you just follow that same thing you just did, just outstanding. And working a down hand path, because typically most pitches are gonna be down below. We use the simulator as a slide tube, and now with the full swing simulator here, following the second slide tube, you can see that we get on a good hand path down, aiming down at the plane of the ball. You want to lift it up a little bit at the end there, which wasn't great, but watch as you start to do these, the hip rotation becomes less and less. The swing plane, you focus so much on getting that hand path in the proper swing plane that watch your back foot. Hand path goes down to the ball, nice, look at here. And then the top hand continues to snap through, but there's no hip drive. There's no weight transfer and hip drive, so as you corrected one, you lost the other a little bit. Now we have the 7-pound Jimmer stick here, and you can see here that the lead arm doesn't extend out fully. Watch that lead arm. It almost wants to lift up at the end. There they drive, it should be top hand through, but the left wrist rather, lift up, and the top hand doesn't go through. Watch Robo, watch how his lead arm and hand continue on the steering path, and the top hand just extends past to create the snap. So something we had to work on. And watch your hip here, look at your back hip. There's no hip drive out of it. So the plane of the swing you're correcting, but you're focusing so much on that at the end here that we had to get you together to get that hip drive, weight transfer, hip drive, and extension of the arms to create the snap. And of course, you get the hands driving at the proper plane. Second time with a 7-pound bar, better. Lead hand wants to lift up just a little bit, but there's good top arm extension, and hip rotation is just barely adequate, better than it was when the foot was planted there. Watch my hand path and watch my lead arm. It extends and the top hand blasts through. They both drive the hands towards the ball. When the lead arm can extend no more, the top hand finishes through to create the snap. Again, that's so much better, just incredibly better. A little bit better on the hip rotation, but your hips are almost following the swing. Your hips have to drive the hands forward to create the lag and then finish through. When we got here at the end, these are the final swings. The hand path, look at hand path going towards the ball. You extend the top arm, cutting through it very nicely. But you're pretty passive. See how you almost bail in the bucket here? We need to get you to get a stronger stride forward, not just bail in the bucket. You're short striding it, but the hand path is just absolutely great. You're doing the perfect snap, and you understand where your hands go at the plane of the ball you want to attack. That's where the snap's going to follow if you extend the top arm fully. That's just a great cut swing, and the hip rotation is better on that. So we'll continue to work on those two things. Great job. 12-mile-an-hour increase, you hit 79 and 80, which is just outstanding. You started out most in the 60s.
Nice shot! Look at that! Woo! Oh, too high, too high. Great level shot, Richard. Did I? I'm not following through. Didn't get around. 64. Get the legs into a more longer ba and then drive it. Nice, 80.
quite drive through it, did you? You get more legs into it, a little stretch that bob, get more hips into it. Look at that shot, 79. One thing we changed was the angle. We worked on hand path being down more so than body angle and swing angle. Give me the one or two things that you worked on that made the difference for you and we'll work right down the line.
I tended to lift the ball, and so I tried focusing on keeping the level swing and keeping it down more with the axe motion. And I wasn't getting much hip action into my swing, so I tried to, add the hip power.
You fellas ask me all the time, how can I be a real man like you? I tell them, you can't be a real man like me. But if you want to start acting like a real man, start swinging like a real man. Get yourself a Larry Carter. Your old lady will like it too. Stay mid-loaded, partner.